Yo, Cultural Confederates! So happy Secession Day. Happy Friday, everybody. And thank you again for watching, subscribing, being a part of this thing called the Cultural Confederacy. And if you're new to the channel, I don't use any fancy graphics. So you're not going to see me, trying to outdo somebody else here on YouTube. No epic soundtracks. You're going to see me in front of the camera. Go and look at me. Look how good looking I am. None of that. So we talk about the news of the day. We might get a tinge of politics. The main focus here is, of course, to preserve great art, music, history, and culture. So let's get to this. And as you know, we do these in one take, so they are what they are. But this is our weekly Weird World News episode. We got some goodies for you here today. Yahoo News, Serbian village lays claim to first vampire. Now, this surrounds a mysterious 300-year-old headstone in the tiny village of Kosojevo, I believe it is. That's about 100 kilometers away from the capital, Belgrade. And the grave belongs to Peter Blagojevic, and locals call the area the Cradle of Vampires. So a small village in Serbia claiming to be the home of the vampire. NPR, a dachshund has been found after spending 529 days alone on a remote island in Australia. Now, the canine ran off while on a camping trip with its owners back in 2023. And she was spotted recently by locals a year and a half later. The name of the dog is Valerie, but she spent 529 days on this remote island in Australia. Good to see that she's been reunited with her owners. I love stories like that. And if you're LGBTQ, you can celebrate the 4th of July the queer way, the gay way, with several events happening today in D.C., including the Rainbow History Project's Pickets, Protest, and Parade exhibit at 7 p.m. at the Freedom Plaza. And they also have a Go Gay DC event today. And this is an LGBTQ community social at 7 p.m. at the Hyatt Centric Arlington. And have you heard about the Chinese soccer team that's made of all robots? Humanoid robots. So apparently this is taking off in Beijing. Now, they do have a men's soccer team. I didn't know that this was a thing in China. But they do have a men's soccer team. However, it hasn't had a big following. But the humanoid soccer team is starting to gain steam. In fact, last weekend they had their first major event where they had this face-off between these 4 robot soccer teams. And they're hoping to expand this into other sports such as football, marathons, and boxing, using, of course, AI. What else do I have on my list here? Trump's big, beautiful bill passes the Senate. I think that happened yesterday. Now, the breaking tie vote was with VP Vance, J.D. Vance, 51 to 50. And earlier it passed the House in a 218 to 214 vote. However, this is causing division between Republicans and Democrats, as these bills always do. But they're starting to take jabs at each other over who's going to control Congress in 2026. So we got that going on out there. Now, Trump is going to sign this big, beautiful bill, which apparently is going to add $3.4 trillion to the deficit. Well, I thought we were supposed to save money here. Well, it is called the big, beautiful bill. But this is the stupidity of our government, whether it's Trump, Obama, Clinton, you name it, these people in Congress. A lot of these people are idiots. They couldn't save $1 if their life depended on it. And talk about bad luck. 64-year-old woman in a remote area in Northern California, and I lived in Northern California for a while, in the town of Magalia, I believe it is. She has had her home burglarized so many times and has been damaged from this so many times that now wildlife is going into her home and damaging it more. And in the past week, the Butte County Attorney's Office has filed 11 burglary charges against 11 people. Oh, sucks to be you, sweetheart. Sucks to be you. So that is the weekly weird news for you today. Again, happy Secession Day. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. You can find me at Instagram, #JasonComposes. Because I write music in my spare time, go to X, Culture Confederacy at Culture Confed 1 on X. Now you can find me at Substack. This is the Culture Confederacy saying peace out. Stay safe, everybody. God bless this thing called the United States, and I'll catch you next time. Again, y'all have a great Secession Day. I mean July 4th. Take care.